advisor opened a walkathon marking the National Social Service Day. Professor Yunus urged all to come forward for social welfare imbued with individuals' intellect.
ব্যক্তির শক্তি এটা প্রচন্ড শক্তি একবার শুধু তাকে উন্মোচন করা জাগিয়ে তোলা নিঃস্বার্থে যেরকম ব্যবসা করা যায় পরের স্বার্থে ব্যবসা করা যায় যে ব্যবসা থেকে আমি নিজে এক পয়সাও মুনাফা নেব না যাবতীয় যা কিছু করছি পরের স্বার্থে করছি এবং সেই টাকা যা রোজগার হবে সেই ব্যবসার মধ্যে থেকে যাবে এতে আমি আনন্দ পাব
Draft voter list published. The number of voters this year is about 12 crore 37 lakh. Door-to-door voter list updating campaign begins on 20th January. The second day of the Dhaka International Trade Fair is buzzing with enthusiasts. Buyers and sellers are thronging fair, ignoring the cold weather. The whole country is under the grip of cold wave. Country's lowest temperature 9.8 degrees Celsius recorded in Chuadanga. 1 lakh Palestinians left Gaza since the beginning of the war. 55,000 killed or remain missing in Israeli attack. Population of Gaza came down to 5%. And Bangladesh under-19 women team left Dhaka today to take part in the ICC under-19 Women T20 World Cup 2025. Will play bilateral series in Sri Lanka. The World Cup will begin in Malaysia. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Musrat Nazib welcoming you to News at 10. You have just heard the headlines. Now we move on to the news in details. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus urged all to develop the work habits for the welfare of people in their daily lives. He said this while formally opening the Walkathon and Social Service Conference at South Plaza of Jatiya Sangshad in the capital this morning. Department of Social Services organized the event on the occasion of National Social Services Day 2025. The chief advisor said every person has a tendency to work in the interest of others and this desire should be awakened. He said working for the welfare of others is more joyous than doing something for oneself, mentioning that the power of people is greater than the power of a government. He also called upon all to come forward from the individual level to advance the country rather than being 100% dependent on the government.
সমাজসেবা প্রতিটি মানুষের দায়িত্ব মন্ত্রণালয়ের কাজ হলো আমাদেরকে স্মরণ করিয়ে দেওয়া পাছে যেন ভুলে না যাই এই দায়িত্ব থেকে আমরা দূরে সরে না যাই ব্যক্তির যে শক্তি আছে সেই শক্তির কাছে সরকারের শক্তি নস্যি মোটে তুলনা করা যায় না আমাদের শক্তি ব্যক্তির শক্তি এটা প্রচন্ড শক্তি একবার শুধু তাকে উন্মোচন করা জাগিয়ে তোলা আমরা যেমন ব্যবসা করি অনেক টাকা রোজগার করি চেষ্টা করি টাকা রোজগারের জন্য মুনাফার জন্য যে যত বেশি মুনাফা করতে পারে তত আনন্দ পায় এটা হলো নিঃস্বার্থের ব্যবসা একটা কিছু চিন্তা করে দেখেন পরস্বার্থে ব্যবসা হয় কিনা এটা কিন্তু নাই আমাদের প্রচলিত চিন্তার মধ্যে আমাদের কাছে নাই আমরা সেই কথাটাও মনে করিয়ে দিতে চাচ্ছি নিঃস্বার্থে যেরকম ব্যবসা করা যায় পরের স্বার্থেও ব্যবসা করা যায় যে ব্যবসার থেকে আমি নিজে এক পয়সাও মুনাফা নেব না যাবতীয় যা কিছু করছি পরের স্বার্থে করছি এবং সেই টাকা যা রোজগার হবে সেই ব্যবসার মধ্যে থেকে যাবে এতে আমি আনন্দ পাব
Social Welfare Advisor Sharmin S. Murshid, Social Welfare Secretary Dr. Mohammad Moyuddin, freedom fighter and 3 student representatives of the Anti-Discrimination Nation student movement also spoke on the occasion. Later, Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus inaugurated the walkathon by releasing balloons and pigeons. The Chief Advisor exchanged of the walkathon. Social Welfare Advisor Sharmin Murshid has said responsibles should play a sincere role in ensuring that no person is deprived of rights in the society. She said this while speaking at an open discussion in the capital's Manik Mia Avenue on the occasion of National Social Service Day. Voter list update. Election Commissioner Brigadier General retired Abul Fazal Mohammad Sanallah shared the updated statistics during a briefing at the Election Commission office in Dhaka today. 6,352,415 female voters and 994 voters of the Hijra community. Since March 2nd of last year, 18,33,352 new voters have been added to the rolls, comprising 11,85,516 males and 6,47,774 females. The Election Commission will begin updating the voters list by visiting homes starting January 20th, and the process will be completed by June 30th. After assuming office, the current Election Commission, led by AMM Nasiruddin, decided on December 2nd that updating the voter list would be collected from households in 2025. About the draft voter list, any claim, objection or application for correction can be placed till January 17th next. Then the Commission will resolve the objections or applications by January 30th. According to the law, the voter list is updated annually between January 2nd and March 2nd. The EC publishes a draft of the updated voter list on January 2nd based on the information from the previous year. After resolving claims and objections regarding the list, the final version is published on March 2nd. The decision to increase in VAT on 43 products will not cause any impact on the prices of daily essentials in the markets. Finance advisor Dr. Salahuddin Ahmed said this to journalists after a meeting of the Purchase Committee at the Secretariat today. The advisor said additional tax has been imposed on the hotels, having the standard of 3 stars, not on that of the general standard. The finance advisor is hopeful that the economy of the country will see stability in the next year. Banks will be given adequate support and allotments for education, and health sectors will be increased in the budget, he added. The final list of the names of the first phase of those who were martyred and injured in the historic mass uprising of students and people in July-August has been published on info.dghs.gov.bd/public webpage. Meanwhile, applications have also been invited for enrollment of the names of those martyrs or injured in the movement during the final list of the first phase. The concerned martyrs and injured people can apply with national identity or birth registration certificate, permanent and current address, mobile number, proof of treatment in the hospital, and other appropriate documents till January 31st, 2025. The application can be made to the concerned Deputy Commissioner's office or the concerned Upozela Nirbahi Officer's office, or to the Julai Shahid Sriti Foundation, or to the leader of special cell related to the mass upsurge. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has said all agreements made in the country under the Awami League government for the purpose of looting and corruption will be reviewed and action will be taken on the course. He made the remarks while briefing journalists on the corruption of the power sector in the fascist Awami government at BNP chairperson's office in the capital today. BNP Standing Committee member Iqbal Hassan Mahmoud Tuku presented the details of the corruption at the power sector. Another standing committee member, Nazrul Islam Khan, was present at that time. Iqbal Hassan Mahmood Tuku said Awami League government's ministers and state ministers have smuggled money through secret agreements with the foreign companies for the purpose of money laundering and exposition. The buyers were seen moving from one stall to another to buy dresses of their choice. Meanwhile, the sellers expressed satisfaction over the presence of the buyers. A special pavilion marking the July-August uprising has been erected at the main entrance of the fair. Despite severe cold, many buyers seen having ice cream. The sellers also remain satisfied with the selling of ice cream. Some foreign stall and pavilion was also set up in the fair. Foreign traders expressed satisfaction over the market of various products in Bangladesh. Special BRTC bus service and Uber on special discount have been arranged for the viewers to attend the fair. The severe cold of the Bengali month of Posh has gripped the country, including the capital Dhaka. The sun was not visible today from northern to southern region due to the fog. The intensity of cold aggravated further due to the cold wind and fog. This caused suffering to people, particularly laborers. Met Office said that such weather is likely to continue for the next few days. The Weather Office predicted 3 to 5 cold waves during the current month. The mercury fell due to cold. In the situation, the people felt severe cold from evening to morning. The cold has gripped the capital after northern and southern region. The Dhaka residents is experiencing severe cold today than last couple of days. The daily laborers as well as transport drivers and pedestrians are facing much sufferings due to the inclement weather. On Thursday morning, the lowest temperature in Dhaka was 13.8 degrees Celsius. On the other hand, country's lowest temperature was 9.8 degrees Celsius, which was recorded in Chuadanga. According to the weather experts, such weather will continue for the next couple of days during the current month. Met Office predicted 3 to 5 cold waves. Meanwhile, meteorologist Dr. Mohammad Bozlur Rashid forecast that there would be rain across the country on 8th and 9th January. Now international news. The population of Gaza has fallen 6% since the war with Israel began nearly 15 months ago, as about 1 lakh Palestinians left the enclave while more than 55,000 are presumed dead, according to the Palestinian Central Bureau of Statistics (PCBS). Around 45,500 Palestinians, more than half of them women and children, have been killed since the war began, but another 11,000 are missing, the Bureau said, citing numbers from the Palestinian Health Ministry. As such, the population of Gaza has declined by about 160,000 during the course of the war to 2.1 million, with more than a million or 47% of the total children under the age of 18, the PCBS said. It added that Israel has waged a brutal aggression against Gaza, targeting all kinds of life there, humans, buildings and vital infrastructure. Entre families was erased from the civil register. There are catastrophic human and material losses. Body ruled last January identified the attacker as Samsuddin Jabbar, a 42-year-old U.S. citizen from Texas. He appeared to have been a real estate agent working in Houston and had served as its IT specialist in the military. Officials said they were searching for accomplices but gave few details. Police Superintendent Annie Kirkpatrick described Jabbar as a terrorist, while the FBI said an ISIS flag was located in the vehicle, using another name for the Islamic State jihadist group and saying it was probing his links with such organizations. U.S. President Joe Biden, describing the attack as despicable, said Jabbar had posted videos online hours before indicating that he was inspired by ISIS. Officials said a manhunt was underway, with FBI agent Alicia Duncan warning that authorities do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry said, "We're hunting some bad people down." An FBI spokesman told AFP that 15 people had been killed, citing the New Orleans coroner's office. South Korean police on Thursday raided the offices of Jeju Air and the operator of Muan International Airport as part of the probe into the fatal crash of a Boeing 737-800 plane that killed 179 people. The flight was carrying 181 people from Thailand to South Korea on Sunday when it issued a Mayday call and barely landed before slamming into a barrier, killing everyone aboard except 2 flight attendants pulled from the burning wreckage. Authorities carried out search and seizure operations at the Muan airport, where Flight 2216 crashed. A regional aviation office in the southwestern city and Jeju Air's office in the capital's Seoul. South Korean and U.S. investigators, including from Boeing, have been combining the crash site since the disaster to establish a cause. The both black boxes operation is being conducted from 9 a.m. on January 2nd at 3 locations, police said in a statement sent to AFP. The police plan to swiftly and rigorously determine the cause and responsibility for this accident in accordance with the law and principles. Police told AFP the search warrant was issued, and Yonhap reported it was approved on charges of professional negligence resulting in death, citing officials. South Korea and noise they cause. 30 law enforcement officers were injured, including one seriously wounded by an illegally manufactured firework, said police spokesman Florian Nath. Some 400 people were detained in the capital, Berlin, overnight, police said, adding that, contrary to previous years, there was no major violence or incidents. A 24-year-old man died after detonating a pyrotechnic rocket near Paderborn in the northwestern region of North Rhine-Westphalia, according to the local police, who believe the victim made the device himself. Now moving on to national news. Nipah virus has become a panic during the winter. The virus can be infected in human body if anyone drink raw date juice. In 2024, 5 people were attacked by the virus and all of them died. The experts suggested not to drink the raw date juice to remain free from virus contamination. People of all age are fond of drinking raw date juice amidst foggy winter. Many move to remote villages to have this tasty juice. However, many doesn't know that they can be attacked by Nipah virus if they drink this raw juice. Recently, this deadly Nipah virus was found in the raw date juice. In most of the cases, drinking of raw date juice led to death even. IEDC are informed that the death rate in this disease is 76%. The saliva and urine of bat is mixed with the raw date juice, and so by drinking this juice, the whole body of human body gets affected. At one stage, the patients may die with inflammation, severe fever, body pain, severe breathing problem, vomiting tendency, diarrhea, and turning of neck to one side. Experts said that to check the spread of Nipah virus, people must abstain from drinking raw date juice. Besides, awareness must be created among people of all strata. In the year 2023, 13 people were attacked by Nipah virus, and of them 10 people died. The experts urge people to remain alert so that the virus doesn't spread in the year 2025. Fascist Sheikh Hasina not only destroyed the democracy by holding so-called election, but also tarnished the image of the country. BNP Vice Chairman Samsuzzaman Dudu said this at the launching program of the Daily Amar Pirojpur at the National Press Club today. Dudu commented that the Bengali nation attained independence by resorting to war. None could sustain by cheating with this nation, and its biggest example is fleeing of Sheikh Hasina, he added. Now news on sports. Bangladesh under-19 women team left Dhaka today to take part in the ICC under-19 Women T20 World Cup 2025. The Bangladesh team departed for Colombo, Sri Lanka this noon. Prior to the event, the Bangladesh under-19 side will play a 4-matches T20 series in Sri Lanka against the host from January 3 to 9th. Then the junior Tigresses will travel to Malaysia to participate in the World Cup. The Bangladesh team will start the Under-19 T20 World Cup campaign on January 18 against Nepal. Bangladesh will also face Australia on January 20th and Scotland on January 22nd in the group stage. Despite being in a challenging group with Australia, Bangladesh captain Sumaya believes the Australian team will fear Bangladesh more than the other way round. Recently, Bangladesh women's under-19 team had a successful mission in Malaysia in the Under-19 Asia Cup, where they reached the final and only lost to India. This experience in Malaysia has given the team ample confidence as they head into the T20 World Cup. Darbar Rajshahi beat Dhaka Capitals by 7 wickets in the first match of the day of BPL at Mirpur today. Dhaka Capitals won the toss and elected to bat first at the Sher-e-Bangla National Cricket Stadium. They scored 174 runs for 9 in their stipulated 20 overs. Shahadat Hussain scored 50 and Stephen Eskenazi scored 46 runs. Right-arm pacer Taskin Ahmed of Rajshahi has made a world record with his career-best bowling. He took 7 wickets for 19 runs. Taskin is the third bowler to take 7 wickets in the international and any form of recognized T20 cricket. In reply, Darbar Rajshahi scored 179 runs for 3 wickets in 18 overs, 1 ball. Enamul Haq Bijoy scored an unbeaten 73 of 46 balls, and Ryan Burl scored an unbeaten 55 of 33 balls. Taskin Ahmed was adjudged man of the match. Meanwhile, in the second match of the day, Rangpur Riders beat Fortune Borishal by 8 wickets. Batting first after losing the toss, Fortune Borishal scored 124 runs for all in 18 overs, 2 balls. In reply, Rangpur Riders scored 128 runs for 2 in 15 overs. Saif Hassan scored unbeaten 62 runs for Rangpur. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. Chief Advisor opened a walkathon marking the National Social Service Day. Professor Yunus urged all to come forward for the social welfare imbued with the individual's intellect. Draft voter list published. The number of voters this year is about 12 crore 37 lakh. Door-to-door voter list updating campaign begins on 20th January. The second day of the Dhaka International Trade Fair is buzzing with enthusiasts. Buyers and sellers are thronging fair, ignoring the cold weather. The whole country is under the grip of cold wave. Country's lowest temperature, 9.8 degrees Celsius, recorded in Chuadanga. 1 lakh Palestinians left Gaza since the beginning of the war. 55,000 killed or remain missing. In Israeli attack, population of Gaza came down to 6%. And Bangladesh Under-19 women team left Dhaka today to take part in the ICC Under-19 Women T20 World Cup 2025. Will play bilateral series in Sri Lanka. The World Cup will begin in Malaysia on 18 January. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us. And we invite you to watch our 11:30 p.m.